Ladies and gentlemen, what if the car you drove yesterday is already outdated today? What if overnight your vehicle became smarter, faster, safer, and more powerful, without you touching a single bolt or stepping into a service center? This isn't a concept. It's happening right now. 10 massive Tesla updates have just dropped, and they're changing everything we thought we knew about driving. From next-level autonomy to performance boosts, you can actually feel this is not just an upgrade, it's a transformation. And once you see what's been unlocked, you'll never look at a car the same way again. And innovation doesn't wait. It evolves, iterates, and then, when the moment is right, it arrives all at once. The latest wave of Tesla updates represents more than incremental progress. It's a coordinated leap forward across software intelligence, vehicle performance, driver awareness, entertainment, and energy efficiency. This is what happens when vehicles are designed not as static machines, but as dynamic platforms that continuously improve. And at the center of this transformation is a deeper refinement of full self-driving capability. Enhanced neural network training has significantly improved real-world decision-making, enabling smoother turns, more confident lane selections, and more natural responses in complex urban environments. With expanded object recognition and predictive pathing, the system now processes surroundings with greater contextual awareness, adapting in milliseconds to shifting traffic patterns. Every mile driven contributes to a growing intelligence engine, strengthening performance across the entire fleet. And performance upgrades also arrive through software precision. Adaptive suspension systems now respond more fluidly to road conditions, automatically adjusting ride height and damping for improved comfort and aerodynamic efficiency. Acceleration mapping has been recalibrated for sharper throttle response, while maintaining energy optimization. Even regenerative braking has been refined, delivering smoother deceleration transitions that feel intuitive and controlled. And interior intelligence has advanced in equal measure. The cabin interface now anticipates driver preferences with improved personalization profiles. Climate controls adapt based on occupancy patterns, time of day, and habitual settings. Voice command recognition has become faster and more conversational, reducing friction between intention and execution. The vehicle understands context, whether navigating traffic, adjusting cabin temperature, or selecting media, without interrupting the driving experience. And energy management continues to push boundaries. Battery optimization algorithms now monitor cell behavior with higher granularity, improving charging efficiency and thermal balance. Faster supercharging curves shorten wait times while preserving long-term battery health. Range estimation models have been recalibrated using expanded fleet data, providing more accurate predictions under varying environmental conditions. Efficiency is no longer just about distance. It's about intelligent energy distribution in every scenario. And safety enhancements arrive quietly but powerfully. Updated collision avoidance logic processes radar, camera, and ultrasonic inputs in a more synchronized architecture. Blind spot visualization expands real-time awareness directly onto the display, while improved side camera integration offers clearer lane change validation. Over-the-air refinements ensure that safety improvements are delivered instantly without service appointments or hardware replacements. And the infotainment ecosystem also evolves. Expanded app integration introduces more streaming options, gaming capabilities, and productivity tools, all optimized for seamless in-car performance. Rear seat display enhancements offer greater passenger control over climate, media, and entertainment, transforming long journeys into immersive digital environments. Connectivity remains robust with faster data handling and improved Wi-Fi stability. And navigation intelligence has reached new levels of precision. Real-time traffic modeling now incorporates predictive congestion data, recommending smarter rerouting before delays occur. Integrated charging route planning dynamically adjusts based on battery level, weather impact, and station availability, minimizing downtime and maximizing travel efficiency. Every route becomes a calculation in optimization. And for owners invested in energy ecosystems, Powerwall and vehicle integration continues to tighten. Vehicles can now communicate more intelligently with home energy storage systems, balancing charging schedules against grid demand and solar generation. This alignment between mobility and sustainability reflects a broader mission, creating a unified energy network where vehicles are not just consumers of power, but intelligent participants. And even subtle refinements carry impact. Automatic wiper logic has been recalibrated with improved rainfall detection accuracy. Headlight responsiveness adapts more fluidly to ambient lighting changes. Door and trunk sensors respond with enhanced sensitivity, improving reliability in varied climates. These micro-improvements accumulate into a macro-level shift in user experience. And this update isn't a single feature drop. It's a synchronized advancement across the Tesla ecosystem. It represents the power of vertical integration, real-world data training, and a software-first architecture. Vehicles continue to evolve long after delivery, redefining ownership as an ongoing technological partnership rather than a one-time purchase. And the question isn't whether it's finally here. The real question is how far this evolution can go when every car on the road becomes part of a learning network, when hardware is built for tomorrow's software, and when innovation is delivered not in years, but in real time across millions of vehicles worldwide. The question isn't whether it's finally here. The real question is how far this evolution can go when every car on the road becomes part of a learning network, when hardware is built for tomorrow's software, and when innovation is delivered not in years, but in real time across millions of vehicles worldwide. And that scale changes everything. Fleet learning accelerates improvement at a rate traditional automotive development cannot replicate. Edge case scenarios captured in one city inform neural responses in another. A complex intersection navigated in Los Angeles refines decision-making in London. Snow-covered lanes in Montreal enhance detection accuracy for vehicles driving through alpine passes in Switzerland. This constant data feedback loop transforms isolated driving events into collective intelligence. And Hardware 3 and the evolving AI inference architecture continue to unlock new computational headroom. Optimized neural pathways reduce latency between perception and action, creating smoother steering inputs and more natural braking patterns. The result is not simply automation. It's driving assistance that feels increasingly human in judgment while remaining computationally precise. Each update narrows the gap between reaction and prediction, and camera vision has also reached a higher level of dimensional awareness. Enhanced depth mapping and object persistence tracking allow the system to anticipate motion trajectories more confidently even when visual obstructions briefly occur. Cyclists weaving through traffic, pedestrians stepping off curbs, vehicles merging from blind angles. These variables are processed through increasingly sophisticated multi-camera fusion. The vehicle doesn't just see, it interprets intent. And over-the-air delivery remains the silent backbone of this transformation. Software packages deploy globally with encryption-backed security protocols, ensuring that improvements are instantaneous and secure. What once required dealership appointments now arrives overnight. Vehicles wake up more capable than they were the day before. That cadence of improvement reinforces a philosophy rooted in iteration rather than stagnation. And thermal efficiency advancements extend beyond battery conditioning. Cabin heat pump algorithms now respond dynamically to climate demands, conserving energy during extreme temperatures while preserving passenger comfort. Cold weather performance has been recalibrated to reduce range loss, and preconditioning systems prepare battery chemistry more intelligently before high-speed charging sessions. Energy conservation becomes a seamless background process. And driver monitoring systems have also been refined. Interior camera analysis now better distinguishes attentive engagement from distraction, promoting safer semi-autonomous operation. Alerts feel more intuitive, less abrupt, encouraging collaboration between human and machine rather than conflict. The objective is not replacement, but partnership. And charging infrastructure integration further enhances convenience. Supercharger network software communicates directly with vehicle routing systems, factoring stall availability, charging speed differentials, and predicted wait times. This orchestration reduces friction across long-distance travel. Plug-in authenticate instantly and charging begins without manual input. The experience remains frictionless by design. And entertainment capabilities continue to redefine what mobility means during stationary moments. While charging, occupants can access cloud-based gaming updates, expanded streaming libraries, and synchronized audio profiles that adapt to seating positions. The immersive sound system now leverages spatial calibration improvements, producing a richer acoustic field tailored to cabin geometry. Even downtime becomes an elevated experience. And security enhancements operate quietly in the background. Updated Sentry Mode processing reduces false positives while sharpening incident detection accuracy. Camera buffering improvements ensure higher resolution capture during triggered events. Remote live viewing loads faster and maintains stronger connectivity stability. Digital security and physical awareness converge into a cohesive protective layer. And for performance variance, torque vectoring algorithms have been recalibrated to deliver sharper cornering dynamics. Real-time traction control adjustments respond to micro changes in surface grip, maintaining stability without sacrificing acceleration precision. The electric drivetrain's inherent responsiveness is amplified through software fine-tuning, maximizing the mechanical advantage of instant torque. And accessibility has also improved. Interface scaling options provide greater clarity for varying visual preferences. Simplified menu architecture reduces the number of taps required for common adjustments. Updates focus not only on capability but on ease of use. Technology should feel intuitive, not overwhelming. And beyond the vehicle itself, mobile app synchronization introduces deeper remote functionality. Climate scheduling, charge limit adjustments, and location-based automation routines integrate more seamlessly into daily life. Owners can set departure times that align charging completion with off-peak energy rates, optimizing both convenience and cost efficiency. The vehicle becomes an extension of the digital ecosystem people already rely on. And every refinement, whether visible or subtle, reinforces a core principle. A vehicle should improve with time. Traditional depreciation models assumed stagnation. Here, evolution is embedded into the architecture. Hardware anticipates software growth. Infrastructure scales alongside demand. Intelligence compounds with usage. And this wave of updates demonstrates how mobility, energy, and software converge into a unified platform. It's not about a single feature or headline. It's about coordinated progress across autonomy, safety, performance, comfort, and sustainability, delivered simultaneously, globally, and seamlessly through a connected fleet that continues learning, adapting, and redefining what a vehicle can become in an era driven by code and real-world data. And this wave of updates demonstrates how mobility, energy, and software converge into a unified platform. It's not about a single feature or headline. It's about coordinated progress across autonomy, safety, performance, comfort, and sustainability, delivered simultaneously, globally, and seamlessly through a connected fleet that continues learning, adapting, and redefining what a vehicle can become in an era driven by code and real-world data. And that convergence is powered by a vertically integrated ecosystem, designed from silicon to software. Custom AI chips process billions of operations per second inside each vehicle, enabling real-time neural inference without reliance on external servers. This localized intelligence ensures immediate responsiveness while maintaining privacy-focused data handling. When aggregated fleet insights are uploaded, they are anonymized and optimized to refine system-wide performance models, strengthening the entire network without compromising individual ownership. And manufacturing innovations support these advancements at the structural level. Gigacasting techniques reduce part complexity, increasing rigidity, while lowering overall mass. Structural battery pack integration improves torsional strength and enhances energy density, delivering greater range without expanding footprint. These engineering shifts aren't isolated. They directly amplify the impact of software refinements by creating a lighter, more responsive platform for digital intelligence to operate within. And ride dynamics benefit from continuous chassis calibration. Steering algorithms now adapt to driver behavior over time, offering feedback that feels more personalized. Whether navigating urban streets or open highways, the vehicle adjusts steering weight and stability control thresholds, subtly aligning mechanical response with individual driving patterns. Precision isn't static, it evolves with usage. And auto park and smart summon capabilities have received enhanced spatial mapping accuracy. Using improved occupancy networks, the vehicle identifies parking boundaries with greater reliability, even in complex or irregularly marked lots. Summon pathing calculates pedestrian flow and obstacle movement, more naturally reducing hesitation and delivering smoother maneuvers. The experience reflects confidence built on data density and neural refinement. And weather adaptation systems have also matured. Wind resistance modeling factors in real-time meteorological data, adjusting range estimates dynamically during strong crosswinds. Rain sensing calibration reduces overactivation of wipers while maintaining clear visibility. In colder climates, battery preconditioning begins earlier when navigation detects a charging stop, minimizing charging curve slowdowns. Every environmental variable becomes part of an intelligent response system, and the interface design continues to prioritize clarity through minimalism. Updated visualizations present surrounding vehicles and objects with improved depth layering, making situational awareness intuitive at a glance. Animations transition more fluidly, reinforcing a sense of cohesion between physical motion and digital representation. Even small latency reductions in touch response contribute to a more natural interaction rhythm. And sustainability metrics are now more transparent. Energy consumption dashboards provide detailed trip breakdowns, allowing drivers to analyze efficiency patterns and adapt habits accordingly. Regenerative braking statistics display real-time recovery rates, turning energy conservation into a visible and measurable achievement. Empowering users with data aligns behavior with long-term environmental goals. And in performance configurations, launch optimization software enhances traction distribution at the millisecond level. Torque delivery adapts to tire temperature and road texture, maximizing acceleration without compromising stability. Continuous drivetrain monitoring ensures peak output while protecting component longevity. The result is performance that feels immediate yet controlled. And cybersecurity protocols evolve alongside capability. Multi-layer authentication frameworks protect remote access features, and firmware validation processes ensure update integrity. As connectivity expands, so does protection. Vehicles operate within a secure digital perimeter engineered to defend against emerging threats. And the charging experience continues to integrate with renewable infrastructure. Solar forecasting tools can now influence home charging schedules, aligning vehicle energy intake with peak solar generation. Bidirectional communication between storage systems and vehicles lays groundwork for future vehicle-to-grid participation, strengthening energy resilience. Mobility becomes an active participant in broader grid stability. And fleet diagnostics benefit service efficiency. Predictive maintenance algorithms analyze component performance trends, identifying potential where before it escalates into failure. Owners receive proactive notifications, minimizing downtime and optimizing long-term reliability. Data-driven maintenance transforms service from reactive to preventative. And global deployment ensures that innovations roll out across markets with synchronized precision. Regulatory variations are integrated into software frameworks, enabling region-specific adjustments without fragmenting the core platform. A vehicle operating in North America benefits from the same neural improvements as one in Asia or Europe, unified under a shared intelligence backbone. And audio command processing continues to evolve with natural language understanding. Drivers can phrase requests conversationally rather than through rigid syntax. The system interprets context, whether adjusting navigation routes, locating nearby charging stations, or modifying cabin settings, without requiring exact wording. Communication becomes seamless. And every update underscores a fundamental shift in the automotive paradigm. The vehicle is no longer defined solely by mechanical specifications at delivery. It's defined by its capacity to grow. Code enhancements unlock dormant hardware potential. Data strengthens performance curves. Infrastructure expands in parallel with adoption. And progress compounds. Each iteration builds upon millions of miles of feedback. Each refinement reduces friction between intention and execution. Each deployment reinforces a model where innovation is continuous rather than cyclical. The platform remains in motion, guided by artificial intelligence, reinforced by structural engineering breakthroughs, and unified by a mission to accelerate the transition toward a more intelligent and sustainable future of transportation. And the platform remains in motion, guided by artificial intelligence, reinforced by structural engineering breakthroughs, and unified by a mission to accelerate the transition toward a more intelligent and sustainable future of transportation. And that motion extends beyond passenger vehicles. The same neural network frameworks influencing daily commutes are informing advancements in commercial mobility and heavy-duty transport. Shared autonomy architectures create a scalable intelligence layer capable of adapting across vehicle classes, from compact sedans to high-capacity utility platforms. Training data collected across varied load conditions, terrains, and traffic densities strengthens adaptability at every scale. And battery research continues to unlock incremental yet meaningful gains. Cell chemistry optimization improves cycle life while reducing dependency on scarce materials. Enhanced electrode design increases energy throughput efficiency, translating into stronger sustained output under high-demand scenarios. Thermal propagation resistance has been reinforced through refined pack architecture, elevating safety margins without compromising density. Each advancement feeds directly into real-world usability, and software-defined braking and steering systems are being recalibrated to further harmonize with predictive autonomy models. Instead of reacting solely to immediate inputs, these systems anticipate probable outcomes based on environmental mapping and behavioral analysis of surrounding drivers. This predictive control reduces abrupt corrections, creating smoother motion profiles that enhance both comfort and safety. And the neural visualization stack now renders more granular environmental detail. Road edge detection distinguishes between curbs, grass lines, construction barriers, and faded lane markings with improved reliability. Construction zone adaptability has advanced, enabling better interpretation of temporary signage and irregular lane shifts. The vehicle reads context rather than relying exclusively on static map overlays. And remote diagnostics continue to minimize physical service interactions. When anomalies occur, encrypted data packets transmit relevant performance logs directly to support teams, enabling targeted over-the-air fixes where possible. If physical intervention is required, technicians receive pre-analyzed diagnostic summaries before the vehicle arrives. Efficiency is engineered into both product and support infrastructure. And inside the cabin, material engineering aligns with sustainability objectives. Increased use of recycled composites and responsibly sourced textiles reflects a life cycle approach to manufacturing. Cabin air filtration systems have been upgraded with higher efficiency particulate capture, improving interior air quality in high-pollution urban corridors. Comfort integrates seamlessly with environmental responsibility, and autonomous stack refinements include enhanced gap selection logic during merges and roundabout navigation. Instead of conservative hesitation or overly aggressive entry, the vehicle calibrates timing using dynamic speed differentials and predictive motion modeling. These adjustments contribute to a more natural driving cadence that aligns with human traffic flow patterns. And energy analytics extend to long-term ownership insights. The mobile application now visualizes multi-month efficiency trends, seasonal consumption fluctuations, and charging cost comparisons across locations. Owners gain a macro-level understanding of performance evolution, reinforcing transparency and informed decision-making. And in regions with extreme heat, battery cooling algorithms adapt more proactively, initiating thermal management before thresholds are reached. In colder regions, improved insulation layering within pack structures reduces passive heat loss. These refinements preserve efficiency consistency across climates, ensuring performance stability regardless of geography. And advanced driver assistance now integrates more nuanced lanes centering on narrow or rural roads. Adaptive line weighting interprets faded or partially obscured markings, balancing camera confidence with environmental inference. Steering corrections feel less mechanical and more fluid, contributing to a composed highway experience. And continuous mapping updates refine topographical awareness. Elevation data integrates into range prediction models with greater precision, factoring incline gradients and descent recovery potential into energy planning. Long-distance route optimization becomes increasingly accurate as terrain variables are processed alongside traffic data. And the charging interface inside the vehicle now visualizes real-time power ramp curves, giving drivers insight into how battery temperature and state of charge influence charging speed. Transparency builds trust in the system's optimization decisions. Users see not just outcomes but the logic driving them. And digital key reliability has been strengthened through improved Bluetooth and ultra-wideband calibration, reducing latency in vehicle unlock recognition. Redundant authentication layers ensure consistent access, even in signal-dense urban environments. Entry becomes seamless and predictable, and fleet-level anonymized data continues shaping regulatory engagement. Aggregated safety metrics demonstrate measurable reductions in collision rates when advanced assistance features are active. These insights inform broader transportation policy discussions, positioning software-defined vehicles as a catalyst for systemic safety improvement. And interior ambient lighting algorithms now synchronize subtly with drive modes, shifting tone intensity to complement performance settings or relaxed cruising configurations. It's a minor refinement, yet it reinforces cohesion between mechanical response and cabin atmosphere. And every layer of progress feeds into a broader systems philosophy. Hardware is engineered with excess computational capacity to accommodate future neural network expansion. Software is modular, allowing iterative deployment without destabilizing core operations. Infrastructure scales concurrently anticipating growth rather than reacting to it. And data remains the accelerant. Billions of miles of real-world experience refine perception stacks, enhance object classification accuracy, and reduce false positive interventions. Edge cases become training opportunities. Uncommon scenarios become predictable through collective intelligence accumulation. And the cadence of innovation remains steady. Updates arrive not as isolated milestones, but as continuous pulses of refinement. Each pulse strengthens integration between autonomy, performance, energy, and user experience. Each improvement reinforces the principle that mobility is no longer defined by static engineering alone, but by adaptive intelligence layered across a resilient, scalable, and constantly evolving technological foundation.